What's going on, everybody? Kenny Dubs here with another Atelier Reslieriana video. So today we're taking a look at the most recent patch update. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at this here. So we're getting the second part of the Academy event here, and we're gonna start with this right here because again, these two are basically the same. This just covers paid low star gems. This is just regular gems. We have Garu Ryza or Academy Ryza and Mimi available now. I was just talking about the wish period and the wish tickets. Scrolling down here, Ryza and Mimi in school uniforms, as well as one new SSR Memoria. Ryza is a air breaker. Mimi is a stab defender, both of them at 3-star. And we have a new SSR Memoria as well, equipped to a character with air affinity, boost on damage 6%. So this is basically just one of those Memoria that when you max it out, it's 52%, I believe, stun damage total. Or I guess the percentage goes up to 52% because a lot of, like, that's just kind of how a lot of the Memoria, the SSR Memoria ends up working out. And if you have Ryza or Mimi in your party, when going through the events, when doing stages now, you can get plus one more ticket for each 10 stamina used. So if you have these characters, you can get more tickets, which is very, very nice. As usual, the trial battle as well, in case you want to try them out. And we have the half off tickets. Again, the tickets for these specific fest tickets, I can only use them on the banner that they are for. So if you buy them, then don't use them. They do not carry over. You just wasted however many gems you paid. For 3,000 gems, you get 2 10 pulls, but the trade-off is that you don't get the pity medals. So I think these are most of the time worth it. I will be getting them for this banner as well here, and there are some gems on sale. Following that, coming over here, an intense alchemy festival. It's just something a bit different here. The new event, Reslieri Academy, and its Alchemy Festival begins. Progress with the story featuring Ryza and Mimi in school uniforms, take on score battles, and challenge the high difficulty EX challenge battles. During this event, we have prepared selection of items, memory fragments, which is nice, sacred or experience candy 4, and more. You can unlock event recipes as well, and event exclusive emblems, which we'll be getting going forward. And as usual, just like the previous thing, we get the challenge tickets by just doing stages, and we get the coins by doing the event stages. So there's that. The EX challenges only reward the first time completion rewards as per usual. Here are a bunch of the recipes we get down here, and we'll go over more of those later. But real quick, the Garu staff equipped to an air breaker. It boosts on damage of 17% when attacking a weakness. The student support red jelly boosts elastic damage by 10% for one turn and converts the next 4 panels into boost panels, which is quite nice. We have some very, very good items we get here as well. Again, we'll be going over those a bit later. And this is talking about the ticket drop campaign, which we already know about. But super TLDR, when you clear quests that take up stamina, you get challenge tickets, and then you can use the challenge tickets to take on the event stages. Following that, we have the rocket contest event. This is something new. We have not had this before. Create your own mini rocket and launch it as far as possible. Increase the power of a mini rocket by selecting synthesis items to upgrade it. Then you can earn various rewards like low star gems, cookies, and experience 24, depending on the scores you achieve. So I'll be going over that later. The last event is to upgrade your mini rocket with synthesis items, increases parameters, and aim for a high score. Each synthesis item has 3 parameters: efficiency, power, efficiency, firepower, and gliding ability. A lot of these parameters change based on the type and level of synthesis item and its traits. The whole parameters of the synthesis item you select will determine your score. There are 3 difficulty levels: easy, normal, hard, each with a selection of rewards based on your score, including low star gems, chocolate cookies, event security force, and some other stuff as well. Normal above, the score will be heavily affected by the wind direction. There are 3 types of wind directions: no wind, tailwind, and headwind. Each affects the importance of the different parameters on your rocket. We'll go into a bit more of that later, assuming I fully understand it, that is. You can select any synthesis item you have synthesized in your past from your inventory. The selected synthesis item will not be consumed. This is very, very important, so you don't have to worry about losing anything. Rewards based on scores are only awarded the first time the score is achieved. So you can't just like spam try to get the same score to try and just farm up low star gems that way. So on the rest of the items, you can select each difficulties as follows. Easy lets you select 3 items, normal lets you select 5, and hard lets you select 10 items for the rocket. Tips for launching farther. Items introduced during the Reslieri Academy event Part 2 are designed to effectively upgrade the parameters as part of your mini rocket, so use them to fly even further. And basically, like it says, the synthesis, like the recipes we get from Part 2, have more effect on your rocket. So there's that. Following this, we have some more packs on sale here and stuff like that in the shop. So they have the enhancement pack. I don't. Are these payloads are gems? Okay, the second one. This first one's not. Chocolate cookies, sacred orbs, million coal, and extreme candy force. That might be worth it. That's a lot of chocolate cookies. But if you're like me at this point, you probably have a lot of chocolate cookies, so that might not be as appealing. And then for the enhancement premium, 20 plain cookies with memory fragment, 1.5 million gold, tiny XP candy 5s. It's not bad. Memory fragment is very interesting. So if you have the 1,000 paid Lost Gems, maybe you want that. I'm not entirely sure how worth it that is. But if you already have Lost Gems anyway, odds are you'll probably be considering it, as opposed to someone like me who's not, spend anything on this game just yet. So, and aside from that, Synthesis double drop rate material campaign is on. We basically know what this is. We get double drop rate for synthesis items. Taking a look at some of the event missions here. So first, Miss Saskia's missions have been upgraded. So now we can go further along here. As you can see, this stuff past 1,000. So we can get more copies of the card, 2 more copies of the Memoria in particular. I've already completed quite a few missions here, as you can see. So I'm at 1,300. But you're just going to be doing these so you can get the rest of these rewards on here. There's a bunch of mana. More chocolate cookies. See, I have 46. I feel like I should have more than that. Don't I have more than 46? Yeah, I have more than 46. A lot more than 46. Okay, yeah. So, as I was saying earlier, like, chocolate cookies sound almost appealing, but then, like, we probably have a lot of them from the previous events that we've been getting a lot recently. So there's that. Following that, the part 2 of the event is here, and something worth noting, the tickets are the same between the events here. So real quick, if I go to score battle here, you see I have 160 tickets. Go to score battle here, so 160 tickets, but the coins and the materials you get from completing stages are different. This is Battlecoin Academy part 2. The other ones are part 1. You can see here we get items that are different as well. These aren't too bad, but I think the items from part 1 are much better. The all target attack resistance isn't too bad. Bursticle power up also isn't too bad, but the uni from part 1 is just actually crazy. It's crazy value, so that's where I'm probably going to put most of my tickets, just to show the uni real quick here. It has skill power up and crit damage up, so you combo this with Reuven and Air Totery, and you're basically guaranteed skill power up on one slot of the weapon or armor, whatever gear it is, and then crit damage up. Has a good chance of showing up as well. But following that, there's another exchange down here as well, so I want to take a look at this real quick. Just to show that, memory fragments at 1,000, more circuit orb and things like that, and 50 mana as well, so I definitely want to grab that. But down here is the first rocket contest. Here's the easy one, and just real quick, just to show, you can see here there's various things here. When you get to 35,000 on this one, so if I go to attempt, when I hit 35,000, and you see firepower is highlighted, that's the one we basically want to go for here. And I had to sort it to efficiency. If I go firepower, right? So I select that, and then that, and I think I kind of want to go more like balanced kind of thing. I don't think I want to go like all in on one, but just so I can show this off here real quick, so we can see how far the rocket ends up going. Doesn't look like it went that far, to be honest. Oh, I think that was enough though, right? You only had the 35,000. Okay, yeah, so that was more than enough. to its score. You can see now we attempt it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to attempt, but you can see here that I still have all of my things here. Just just to be sure, show everyone that's not the case, because initially my first thought looking at this, I was like, oh, it's gonna consume my things. I was like, I don't want to use any of my good things, but yeah, it doesn't actually consume them. So we can just click on that, gain those rewards, and then that's it for that. And then you're gonna do the same thing on these as well. However, it's going to be a bit harder, right? So here is headwind. For that, and you can see 700,000, or I'm sorry, 70,000 for that. No headwind, 70,000 again. But I believe like the thresholds are going to be different for what point thresholds you're gonna want on the parameters. You see down here, there's a lot of mana at the end, but you probably just want to stop at the gems, because that's basically the most important thing. Yeah, the mana is nice, but the gems are the most important thing. So if you can't get past the 250,000, don't beat yourself up about it. Just going crazy trying to synthesize better things. I'm definitely still going to try to go for the mana if possible, but if you can't, not that big of a deal. Real quick, some of the recipes here. Now, of note, the student support red jelly is a decent one. Boosts skill damage 10% for 1 turn and converts the next 4 panels into boost panels, which is quite nice. That goes well with the academy units. There is I thought there was a different one. Maybe it's in the next part. So I remember one that like makes a crit panel. I guess that's in part 3. Yeah, because it's like a blue version of this. So I guess that's in part 3. So there's that. But just here are some of the other things. Yeah, defender stab defend after using a skill, reduce all damage all its take by 2% for 1 attack. Not that great. Boost HP recover received by 8%. This could be pretty decent. If you need extra recovery. But then it's linked specifically for stab defender, so Mimi is who it's targeted at. And then this one's kind of weird to me. Whip of the defender with stab defending, boost single target damage, skill damage or 18%. But if it's on a defender, you don't really want them to be your damage dealers most of the time. Could come in handy with some future content, maybe for like Affinity Tower or something. But other than that, just stab damage all targets. Here's a Garu Rod. 17% more staff damage or stun damage when equipped to a air unit. This is very, very good for Ryza. A breaker with air affinity boosts the potency of inflicted negative effects by 15% because Academy Ryza specializes in debuffs and breaking, so that's actually really, really good there. The Garu Bangle, attack target is stunned, boost targets damage received by 8% for 2 attacks. That's not too bad there. And I think these, yeah, this is another set bonus here, which isn't even that great. When equipped the uniform dedication and race of dedication, start of wave boosts on stun by 50% for 1 turn, which isn't even all that great because if you look at what these do, it's 8 speed accessory, which isn't bad, but they have no other effects, so I mean that kind of sucks. You still want to unlock them for the gems, but like they're not that great. A quick look at the shop here. They're showing off the bundles here. If you want to buy these real quick again here. Here are the tickets. I will probably buy the. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Which one? I don't know which one I need to buy. Whatever. That's for future kind of figure out. And then over here we have the Ryza and Mimi banner. This is the paid step up banner. If you want to take a look at that, take a shot at that. And here is the free banner that everyone can use. So if we go to the rates and details, this goes up to, was it Christmas? No, just after Christmas. Yeah, this goes up to the Shally banner, Shally and Chalistera. So we have that backwards. So you see Shally, Chalistera, Roman, Aisha, Christmas units, Patty, Isana, Leela, which I'm really glad to pull. But if I think I'm looking at it from right here, right? And take a look at Ryza. So Ryza is kind of like the poster child of Atelier now, so I think every Rising that's probably going to be good. Kirkanon characters, initiative, booster skill damage 50%, which, wait, grants characters initiative. Is that a speed boost? Huh. I'm actually not sure what. I have to assume that's what that means. I'm actually not sure. But power vegetables, boost all skill damage 30% when attack target is stunned, and when target is stunned, upgrades all allies boost panels. Turns them into boost panels plus, which is really, really nice. I'm not sure about the numbers, but that's a more than a 40% boost on the boost panels. So if you land on one with Ryza, I'm sorry, on with Academy Resna, who combos well with Ryza, that's going to be really, really potent. On top of that, S2, before attacking, reduces target areas by 25% for 2 attacks. So just like Master Ryza or Breaker Ryza, she has the very same thing. So she'll basically always make the target weak to air. And then, well, it's going to really only going to be 1 attack because her attack is going to consume one of the debuff. But after attacking, also boosts the target's magic damage received by 30% for 1 attack, which is, again, huge for magic damage dealers. And who's a magic damage dealer? Academy Resna. So that'll be good there. I believe this also scales with physical, the trait that scales with length, the physical magic damage buff up and down. I believe the scales with that. Her burst is quite nice too. After attacking, boost your target's magic attack damage received by 50% for 2 turns. And when a target is stunned, boost the magic attack of the ally with the highest magic attack by 50% for 1 turn. So if you do manage to break, it's going to be huge. It's a single target though. And then unlike Breaker Rise, this is an instant break. But I mean, this is still pretty potent. This also works well. She also works well with Izana. So that's really nice. Like even this works well with Izana because of the damage received by 35% for 1 attack. This is also AoE as well, so works even better with Academy Resna and Izana because of that. And her S1, I don't remember what it is. After attacking, inflicts panel immunity on target for 1 turn. It's okay. You're really not going to be using that, but burst panels still take effect, so that seems like a little bit less, a little bit less enticing. As for this, or I'm sorry, as for Mimi, Mimi's a defender. It's her leader skill. Boosts Arland character skill damage and stun damage by 50%. That's not bad. I can't remember all the Arland characters. It's like no damage dealers here though. Or no really good damage dealers like Rona. If like you're struggling for ice, I guess. I think you're a supporter. Okay, I was like, I can't remember what you are. Alright, her leader skill, maybe not all that great. And I don't think, I was looking, is any breakers in here? Stark is a breaker, but that's really it. I mean, I guess for damage dealers, you have Esti and Corey, but like, oh no, I have Ice Metadu as well. So I can put her in there if I really wanted to, but I feel like I could just use like someone else instead. So as a defender, I kind of like her kit. This is kind of like the general defender S1. I say general. I think Patty's a slightly different, but Sophie has this skill, which is quite nice to have. Her S2 is decent, I guess. After attacking, reduces all the allies' damage received by 20% for 1 attack, which isn't too bad. I don't think this scales with anything in particular. But 20%, that's not too bad. The problem is if you're getting slammed by like multiple AoEs back to back, this might not really be enough to save you. And then for burst, before attack, remove all negative effects and status effects. That's not too bad. I don't know how often that's really going to come into play though. Outside of like the nullified negative effects, which I think counts as a negative effect, outside of that, I'm not really sure how much that would really matter most of the time. But after attacking, reduces the target's resistances by 30%. For 2 attacks, restore 1 HP by 100%. So it's a full heal, which is nice. It's a bit weaker potency than Sophie's debuff, but it's not the worst. Here we have I will win, but I'm talking about enemies are easy, so she has taunt. And when attack while own HP is not full, converts all own panels other than burst panels to HP recovery panels. This sounds decent. Attack while own HP is not full. Okay, so it won't trigger turn 1 unless she got attack turn 1. Other than burst panels into recovery panels. Creates HP recovery panel if the panel is empty. I don't even know if that guaranteed one will be on her, though. No, maybe I don't like this as much after all. And we have Kitty Cat Team, negative panel immunity. Boosted effects from receive positive panels by 10%. So there's that. And for Memoria, Snapshot of Youth. Air finish stun damage up, and we take a look, 52%. Yep, there we are. I like this artwork though. Has Ryza, Mimi, and Marion in the background. Really like that. Right, I think that's basically it for this update here. We got some nice things happening this week. Hopefully, everyone that pulls for Academy Ryza, hopefully your pulls go well. I'm gonna go pull for her in a little bit. So that video will probably be up shortly after this one goes live at some point. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.